Hello everyone and welcome to another video. I hope you're all doing well. First of all, I want to start off by saying I'm really sorry, but I've got a bad throat and I don't know what it is. So anyway, I've lost my voice. We're going to be doing lots in this video. We've got DIY, we've got drilling, look at me go. We've got cleaning, we've got new home improvements and just a lot of decluttering and organising and just trying to get the house back to a normal standard because as I've said in my last video, where I was a little bit frantic, we had a nasty bug in the house and I didn't get it. I don't know how. But anyway, I went to Dunelm. Look at these bargains. These duvet cover sets, they're singles, but they were down to £11 for a twin pack. So I got two of those. And yeah, we got a laundry basket for a tenner. This extra long shower curtain I got for £8. It was half price. I absolutely love it in there. Once I go in Dunelm, oh. Anyway, Nick really liked this towel, so we got this towel. It was like 20% off, so it's £14 something, super soft. I picked this up from B&Q. It was on offer for £2.50. I'm really interested to give this a go because Kilrock stuff's normally really good. I grabbed a roller because I always do. It was only £4 with the tray. It was cheaper to buy it as a set than individually. And I got this from B&M. I mentioned this a little while ago. This is the lamp I got. It was only £7, but I flipping love it. It just really goes with the kind of like decor that I've got going on in the house. It doesn't come with bulbs, so I grabbed these ones in Sainsbury's and they were £4. So here we go. Jensen wanted to help me build the basket. It was so easy, but I would recommend if you go and grab yourself one because they've got them in grey and they've also got them in like a magnolia colour. I would say check the contents first because I went to build the first one and like 5 or 6 poles were missing and all the screws, so I had to drive straight back down there before the school pickup and get an exchange. They were lovely. They were really lovely. They checked it all for me. They repacked it for me. So yeah, I'm not complaining. I'm putting up the shower curtain that I got because this one isn't quite long enough and it drips over the side, which causes issues onto the floor. So this extra long one is going to be much better, and also that black one's so needed to go. I'm really struggling with the house, I'm not going to lie, but that is because my full focus was on my family. The whole time they were ill, I didn't do any housework. I just did the basics, you know, wipe down handles and things like that, and constantly running in and out with bowls and whatnot for the kids and cleaning up any mess that they've made during their bug. Panzer's on one to go out. She's climbing the walls, literally. So I just wanted to show you that. But yeah, this is what it's come to. This is a week of not actually really getting on top of things. And I want to show you how real it actually is before I start to clean it. Now, this bag I don't get around to sorting out because I was like, oh yeah, I'll show you sorting out this bag, but it's all school uniform and it'd just be a nightmare covering up all the labels and whatnot. So I've not got onto that. But everywhere's just become a dumping ground. It's like, you know, it's a case of, yeah, just put it there, it's fine, get back in under your duvet. That's how we've lived. That's how we've been rolling for the last week. It's escalated up the stairs. I haven't finished painting, thank goodness, because I am getting rid of the black. But the bathroom is literally, look at it. I'm not going to go into detail as to how it gets this bad because it just happens. It happens to the best of us, and I've never been that great with trying to keep everything in order, trying to keep the house tidy. I've always struggled throughout my entire life. Before I had kids, I've always found it a big difficulty, but I have got better as time has gone on. I'm very good at sort of like cleaning as I go, but I'm not very good at tackling build-ups. So that is something that I'm definitely working on. So I'm just going through each corner that I can just like, if I tackle a corner at a time, then it will work out better. So rather than just going around the whole house with a bin liner, I'm going to do little bits at a time and try and clear space so that it's not so, because that's when it comes too overwhelming. If you start moving around the entire house, like collecting up rubbish, then it becomes too overwhelming because you just feel like you're on a cycle and you're going round and round the same bit with no progress. So definitely do, if you suffer with really struggling to declutter and organise yourself, then stick to one spot, because even if you don't make it round, that was £2 by the way, and Dunelm smells absolutely gorgeous. Even if you even if you don't do the rest of your house, you've done that one spot and you can feel absolutely chuffed with yourself, because it does make you feel like that. You just sit there and look at it like, I did that one spot. You may not get around the rest of it, but you've done that one spot, so you've made a start. And then if you feel like you can't continue, just sit down, have a cup of tea, chill out, and then just focus on another area that looks doable, because it is hard. It's not easy, and this has really brought it home to me how much I used to really, really struggle, because I used to live like this every single day in mess like this. And where I've been so obsessed with cleaning and tidying for the last year, just under a year I think it's been, I haven't felt this way in a long time, so I'm really feeling it all of a sudden. So this oh look, this is the game, look. That's the game that we set up for Christmas and didn't see that it was 18 plus. But anyway, so I'm moving the sofa just towards the door for a second, because I want to get the stool, the little footstool thing out of there, but it's full of books and magazines. It's got like all my country living magazines in there. It's super heavy, but because I don't want to move endless furniture to get it out, I'm going to brave it and I'm going to try and lift it. Oh my goodness me, this was so heavy. I literally felt everything in my back just pull. It was awful. So yeah, I needed to get that out of the way, because I want to give it a good clean down here, a good dusting, get the old vacuum in there, suck it all up. And I've picked up from Facebook Marketplace these 2 shoe racks. Now these are really sturdy, good quality ones. I was quite surprised. I was expecting the cheap flimsy ones that you normally get from Argos or Home Bargains, but it was £1.50 each, and he had 2, so I took both of them. And my plan is that I'm going to bolt them together so I can make it into a little shelf rack in the corner, so that the kids have got somewhere to have their games. I can put the Wi-Fi thing on there rather than sitting on my sewing box. So I'm just grabbing them out of the car now. It is absolutely bitter today. Bitter. Like, look at my tree, still sat there, the old Christmas tree. I need to get rid of that. Do you know what I should do in future? Literally wrap my tree in cling film and then take it out of the house. It would save me so much hassle. I don't know why I didn't think of it at the time, but I'm definitely going to keep that in mind for next time. So what I'm doing is I'm spraying my cloth and giving it a going over. I'm not spraying directly onto the wood, because I don't want, it won't spread, it will just make a wet patch. So just spraying onto the cloth and then going over, giving it a nice clean up and make sure it's all germ free. I'm not having any more germ. I can't handle anymore. But we're not going to go into that, because I'll get hysterical again. Yes, but it's coming up really nice. There's literally barely anything on it, and it is in such good condition for £1.50. Thank you very much. I flipping love Marketplace and Vinted are like my go-to. Yeah, I'd rather go on those places than like walk into a brand new shop. But then saying that, I do love Dunelm is like my heaven. If I was given like £10,000 to spend in like a clothes store, or £10,000 to spend in Dunelm, I choose Dunelm every single time. I just love it. Is anyone else like that? Like, I used to be all about clothes, and I used to be such a bag person, like accessories. I love shoes, bags and hats, whereas then it moved on to clothes. So this is the vision. I'm just making sure I like it before I go ahead with it. So I popped it in there, it all fits. So what I'm doing is I've gone down to the summer house and I've got some tools out, and I cut off a bit of wood, and I'm going to put that in between behind so you can't really see it, and I'm going to just screw the shelves together so that they don't fall down, especially with the cats, because I know full well, yes, cats will climb everywhere, and we have 4 of them, so they're going to be jumping on there, like, oh, it's a new shelf, let's have a little snuggle down on here, which they have been throughout the night. So yeah, I'm going to try, silly of me, and line them here thinking I could do it, but no, definitely not. So I need to move this out of the way, line it down on the floor, and then I'm going to screw it together. It was quite easy, to be fair, but then I have like nabbed a load of Nick's tools out of the summer house. I've got his electric drill, and I used the wood cutter. So yeah, it's not an electric drill, is it? It's an electric screwdriver. Makes it so much more easier. But yeah, it was done in like a couple of minutes once I had the wood cut, which is nice. I've got Minnie walking around like, what are you doing now? Bless her. I've been like sort of like nipping here, there and everywhere. Like in between like cleaning and doing stuff in the house, I'm pretty manic outside of the house as well. And I have been thinking to myself whether or not I should do like an episode thing. Like every weekend there'll be a weekly vlog. So it's outside of my cleaning and what it is I actually get up to, because I'm literally non-stop. I am non-stop 24/7. It's somewhat ridiculous, and I'm thinking about doing, I don't know how anybody would feel about this, like I could upload it on a Saturday or a Sunday every week and just do like little clips of what I get up to throughout the week, which isn't just cleaning. So yeah, if anyone's interested, let me know. I was thinking of calling it like more than just a clean, and then yeah, you just sort of like get to see a bit more of what I get up to, basically a mixture of everything. So I was just sorting out all the wires for the Wi-Fi to go up here, and I'm going to have to get some more of those, whatchamacallums, little wire pocket things. You know, you stick them to the wall and the wires go in them so you can't see the wires, basically, because I absolutely hate it. It's awful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my plant pot, my little flower display, to cover the majority of it for the moment, because I'm not going down to Screwfix and getting any just yet. I've got far too much on, and I also need to paint this front room, so I'm not too stressed about it. But there we go. Tuck that in there and you can't see it. So I can put all the kids' board games onto the shelf now, so rather than just have them moving around the front room floor, I can actually have somewhere to put them, and then they know where they are, they can help themselves. So this is the next little area, it's going to be here. So I'm just getting all the stuff. I found all sorts in there, bits from Christmas, stuck in those little fake foliage. And when we had a storm at the beginning of the year, it blew down that vent and it took the board off the back of this. So I've just screwed it back on, and I'm giving it a hoover from all the cobwebs and whatnot, make sure there's no creepy crawlies in there. And then I'm going to actually drill this to the wall, because I haven't. It's been leaning here for years, where I'm terrified of using the drill. And no matter how many times I've said to Nick about, you know, we need to drill that to the wall, he's like, yeah, okay, we'll do it, and he's not doing it, so I'm going to do it myself. I'm going to brave it. I've started watching something on, I think it's BBC, it's called The Split. I'm only like 15 minutes in. I need to watch the rest of it, but I haven't got around to it yet because I've been here, there and absolutely everywhere. My throat at the end of this video is going to be absolutely horrendous. It feels so raw, and yeah, it's not the rawness that's bothering me, it's the fact that I can't speak. It's really doing my head in. The other night I was singing in the kitchen. I was singing a song called Bismarck, and you can guess who by. Anyway, I'm singing it, and Nick was just like, Jesus, who's let the cat out? And I was like, it was awful. I sounded like a really bad violin that was not tuned, and someone was playing it that didn't know how to play it. That's how bad it was. But anyway, I managed to get it in, but the electric screwdriver doesn't fit between the TV and the framework, so I've had to manually. Who manually screwdrivers these days? Me, all the time. It's only because I've stolen it from the summer house. But anyway, it didn't fit, so I had to do it with the handheld one. And I'm going to switch over my little wax melt lamp, and I'm going to put that somewhere else. I'm probably going to put it in the kitchen because I've got a couple of lamps in here already. So I'm going to put my bunny one in this corner because it's quite a big shade lamp, and when you walk into the front room and it's there on your left, it kind of catches your eye and it's just a little bit bright. So I think in the back corner would be a lot more nicer and not so in your face. I'm going to give this little area a nice little hoover over, tuck all the wires in, sort them out so I can pop my other lamp onto here, which is the one I got from B&M. Really, really happy because I saw this before Christmas and they had loads and they were £7. And then when I went in the other day, they had one left, and it was in, you know, you get that aisle that's just called like the clearance aisle. It was in there and it was just sitting there all on its lonesome, and I'm like, you're coming home with me because I feel like you're here waiting for me because I really wanted you. So I'm just sorting out how I want it, where I want it, and what's going to look tidy and whatnot. And then I am going to start making a start on the kitchen because it's really wearing me down because it's just like constant all the time. You know, when you just like, you feel like you do one room and then you walk into the other and it makes you feel instantly miserable. That's how it's making me feel in this house everywhere I go. So I'm really just, I want to do as much as I can, going all the way upstairs, going into the bathroom, getting it all done and working my absolute backside off. I also want to try the Kill Rock stuff, which I do in just a second. And I have to say, it smells. Now, some of you know I do not like the smell of vinegar. I absolutely hate, I think it's foul. So vinegar on my chips, hell yeah, it smells absolutely gorgeous. And that makes me want vinegar chips. Like, the more vinegar, the better, especially from a chip shop. But I don't like it as a cleaning product. It's absolutely disgusting, and it genuinely makes me feel sick. So I didn't even think it through, but here we go. This is what it looks like before I start to use it. I've already given it a clean down because I don't want anything to be in the way and prevent it from getting right in there and doing what it's supposed to do. So I've given it a clean over, and this is what I want to try and tackle with the Kill Rock. Try and get rid of those watermarks, because that's what it says that it does. So I start spraying it, and I'm instantly like, oh gosh, why didn't I think? It does really smell. A lot of people don't mind it, so that's all good. You're all good. But for me personally, no. I mean, I would use it again, but it would be like in a desperate need, kind of. I need to do it actually on the bath taps because they suffer the most. So while I'm letting that set in, I've given it a good spray over, and I'm going to leave it. I leave it for about half an hour. I'm going to get some washing out the washing machine, fold all those so I can pop those away, because I've done towels and bedding because I had to strip everybody's beds to just try and, get rid of the germ in the house in every single corner that there is. So hot wash those, and I love doing towels and bedding. It's one of the most satisfying, most favourite things to wash. Not only that, you've only got one place to put them, which for me is the airing cupboard, apart from the tea towels, which go on the rack in the kitchen. But other than that, I literally just fold it all there, take it upstairs and put it straight in the airing cupboard. Whereas when I do a clothes wash, I'm sorting that out. I'm sorting out millions of socks, doing my absolute head in, and all the pyjamas and the trousers and whose are whose. It is awful. And then I've got to go into like 5 different rooms to give everybody their things. It's just, I hate it. But anyway, going back into the kitchen to try and clear up the worktops. We've got a clear and white tub there I've just put on the cooker by the pink gloves, and that has got Alex's birthday cake in it. So it's barely been touched because, for obvious reasons. But yeah, he didn't even get to blow out his candles, bless him, because he went into an absolute panic when everyone started being unwell on his birthday, and he hid away upstairs all on his own because he didn't want to mix with everyone, because he's like me, he is absolutely terrified. But this is the after result. I'm not that impressed. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but I'm not overly impressed with it. I will give it another go. I will pursue it. Maybe like let it soak into cotton wool and things like that. I don't know, but I will continue with it and not be like, okay, I'm not happy in my first attempt. I hate it to smell so much, so I went over it with my White Blossom Flash and tried to alleviate the smell somewhat, because yeah. And then I'm going to the back corner here and just going to try and tackle some of this. We've got eggs that are 3 days out of date. There's only like 2 in there in a box of like 10 or 12, how many of it was. The cake mix blender needs to go up there. So it's just all these things that have just not been put back. And then everything's piled on top of it, lunch boxes and stuff like that. Because it's that case, when you're not well and you're just like, I'll do it later. I don't care. I'll do it later. But then when later comes and you're feeling better, it is so overwhelming. It's like, you just don't want to do it. But I know if I don't do it, if I don't really push myself and be like, it's fine, you can do this, I have that fear of sloping back into my old ways, and I don't want to end up like that again. I don't want to end up with a house that is just completely messy, completely cluttered. I mean, I do have a cluttered house, but I'm talking you can't even see much of the floor kind of cluttered. Not like there's like rubbish everywhere. I'm talking like just a clothes pile at the top of the stairs, and then there's another clothes pile in the corner of the kitchen, and there's a pile in front of the fridge, and worktops are always completely covered, and everything just sort of like moves around it rather than it actually gets put away, because that's how I used to be all the time, and it's awful. And also, it's not found the kids. So I've loaded up the dishwasher, but this is one of my biggest tackles. It's going to sound so strange to people, but for me, the biggest tackle for myself personally is the oven dishes. I'm terrible. I will literally go, right, I need an oven dish because I need to put, just say for instance, chips in the oven chips. I will, when I've finished, I'll put it into the grill so that I don't have to worry about it now. Or I've used the grill and I've cooked burgers or sausages under the grill and all the fat's dripped out and it's gone to the bottom, and I look at it and go, oh, I'll just salt it later. I'll put it at the bottom of the grill and then I will get another one out and put it onto the rack and cook like that. It's so bad. Like I'm battling it. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to wash up as much as I can of those. I mean, I've done them all now. They're all completely washed and put away, but that is a never-ending battle with myself. I don't know why it's those, but it just is. I hate it. Absolutely hate it. Giving the floor a quick hoover over. I love this little, I can't remember the name of it. I need to put the link down below because loads of you keep asking you what this hoover is. So I've got another load coming out of the washing machine now, and I was not happy about that. I was like, get your germs away from me, get them away. Even though he's not got it anymore, I'm still like, no, I won't allow it. I like to do a clothes wash before I go to bed because I put it on a semi-dry and then I can just hang them up into the bathroom because that radiator is like an absolute cooker and it will dry them come the morning. I can just whip them straight off and get another load on the go. But I'm going around giving the front room a hoover since it's quite quiet in here at the moment. The boys are off doing whatever it is they're doing. They keep playing all these Minecraft games and making Squid Game out of all these things and Roblox and whatnot, but it's always Squid Game at the moment. Like, a lot of people would be like, I cannot believe my kids will, know about Squid Game, but I don't think there is any child out there above the age of 7 that doesn't know about Squid Game. Even if they haven't watched it, which, yeah, they shouldn't, but it is like all the rage all over YouTube. It's on Shorts, it's on Roblox, it's on all these kid games. So Squid Game is definitely, even though it's meant to be for adults, this is what the front room's looking like this evening in the kitchen. Yes, I'm very happy. Little wax melt is making it smell absolutely gorgeous in there. Yeah, it's definitely a hit with the kids. I went and got some snacks because suddenly, after eating nothing but like dry crackers, everybody in the house eating nothing but like dry crackers and anything basic, it's like they all want sugar. So I was like, I'll go and get some sugar. And I got some Chucky Munch and a load of grapes and whatnot there in the fridge. I also found at the bottom of the fridge some grapes that were a week old. Yeah, not even opened. They were there, festering away, living their own pruning up life. So it's the next day and I'm tackling the bathroom. So the bathroom is due a massive makeover. I went to unscrew it, but it's so rotted where this has been on here for like 11 years that I've just literally pulled it off. So look, you can see all the metal coating, whatever you want to call it, is coming off. So that's going to go into the bin. I'm going to have a massive clean out in here and get everything scrubbed from top to bottom. Wasn't satisfied with pulling out one clump of hair, so I dug around until a nice big bit came out, and I was pleasantly satisfied because a nice big fat long one came out, followed by a little bit more. So I was all right with that. I took it. But yeah, the bathroom is calling me. It's saying, look, if you want to come in here and get clean, you need to clean me first because I keep doing my job and you're not doing yours. So yeah, I've neglected it long enough. I'm going in, gloves on. This little cabinet here needs to go. It's just, yeah, I don't even like it anymore. Where I've cleaned it on the outside so much, it's all peeling. The paint work is coming off. It's just like fading and it's not the best. So I do need to replace it with another one. I don't quite know what colour things are going here, purely because of the walls where the shower is, that cream thing. Like the creamness, it's not something that you can just get rid of cheaply. And I don't have money to spend thousands on doing the walls. So I don't know whether I should have a look and see if I can get something like, you can get those peel off things for your shower. You can change your walls that way. I've thought about it, but then I think, is it just going to be more hassle? I need to just try and work with the cream so that I can actually like it, because at the moment I don't like it. So I'm having a little think and a little look about and inspo on Google for ideas for this bathroom so that I can make it really, really nice without having to change that magnolia. I will take that blue rack off because I took the other one off that was under the window and I sealed it. although I did leave all the sealant on the floor. I sealed the holes, and it's been so much nicer not having it, so I need to do it again with the one on the side of the window. But having a nice little scrub up off the floor, like I've gone for a proper one. I do apologise. You can see my scrawny little arse here, but there is nowhere to hold on to, and I didn't want to get my feet wet, but it's literally all in your legs. This is leg work, because you have to try and balance with your legs. There's nothing to hold on to. So every chance I got to quickly get back down onto the floor, I was more than happy to get back down onto the floor. So just going around doing all the walls, giving them a quick wipe over so they don't build up that horrible dry water marks, which I absolutely hate. I've not long given them a scrape over with my barbecue tool. Flipping love that. And what I've decided to do is clean the windows, but because that murky window there is really bothering me, I'm going to see if I can scrub the outside of it from the inside. I'm going to use this little window cleaner, drag it outside the window, and just try my best to give it a scrub. I mean, something's better than nothing. It's got to be, because I'm not getting a ladder outside and going up and scrubbing it. I need to get a window cleaner. I do need to get a window cleaner. But then there's that part of me inside that says I don't want a window cleaner just yet, because my house is unsightly. And until my house is at a standard that I'm happy with, I don't want people at my windows cleaning them. Thank you very much. Not only that, 9 times out of 10, I'm doing something stupid in the house. Be it dancing around like a lemon or scrubbing, and no, I'm always in. I don't want it. What was I going to say? Oh, yes. Has anyone else noticed, who drives a car, who fills up their tank, that the dial for how much you're spending goes up quicker than you can count the seconds? Like, I'm standing there and I'm just looking around the car, station, and I'm holding my hand on the pump, and in my head I always do it. I go 1, 2, 3, like that, and then I look up and I'm like 7. I'm like, you're actually having a laugh. This is a joke. This is an absolute joke. It's literally like you want to pop the nozzle in, press it for like a little buzz, like buzz, that's it, and you're up to 10 quid. Oh my God, I fill up so much, it's beyond the joke. And all I do is go around my own town. I'm not going anywhere fun or fancy. I'm just going for like Sainsbury's. I live in Sainsbury's. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I literally live in there, so much so that I should be paying them rent. Because I'm in there. I'm in there buying their food. I'm in there using their free Wi-Fi. And I'm in there when it's freezing cold, and I bolt in there and it's so cold, I'm like, do you know what, I'm just going to take my time in here, have a little snooze about, because I'm so cold. It's nice and warm in here. So I should be paying them rent. Yeah. Anyway, these taps need to have some like Kill Rock stuff on it. So that's going to be my test. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put some like cotton pads all over it, spray it, and then put the cotton pads over the top, and let it soak and see if that makes a difference, because those taps do suffer a beating with the shower just above it. I'd love to change my bathroom, I really would. I just can't afford it. It's not something that's like top of my list at the moment, although it does play on my mind. So this corner here collects a lot of dust and things from the bath, like if there's a hair on sponge, it ends up sticking there, and Christ knows what else. But in that corner there, it's gone a little bit black. So I'm going to spray some of this bad boy, little mould, and get rid of. And I'm going to do the little trick with my cotton pads. I've sprayed it already. Place the cotton pads on top, and then I'm going to spray on top of the cotton pads, and I'm just going to leave it there. I'm probably not going to move them until tonight and have a little look and see if it's made a difference, because if that works, then I'll do that in other areas of the house that need it as well. Also, it doesn't smell so strong when you cover it as well, because it is quite a potent smell regardless of which one you buy. It has got a very strong swimming pool-y smell. So popping everything back nice and tidy, get in there. Oh, it does feel nice, because even though I have days where I really, really struggle with trying to keep on top of this house, I do feel really chuffed with myself at how far it's come. It's by no means at its finish. I've got so much more to do, but it's like, I'm not even joking, it's like a million times better. I sat and thought about it the other night, and I thought, okay, so kitchen walls, kitchen worktops, kitchen cupboards, all of that, I did it myself. I did do the sink lining, but that didn't work. It worked well for about a month and then it started to peel. So I need to improve my skills on sealant, that's for sure. And then I'm like guiding myself around the house. I was in my head while I was trying to sleep, and I'm thinking, the hallway, the stairs, I've done it all myself. And I can't wait to get onto the stairs, to be fair. I'm really looking forward to pulling up those mats, cleaning it all, hoovering it all, and just getting the fresh paint on there. And I've come up with a really good idea, which I'm not going to say just yet, but if it works, this is an absolute game changer and a massive, I'm talking hundreds, money saver for the stairs. So bear with me. But I was in Dunelm the other day, as I've said, and I saw something. I was like, oh my God, that would work for the stairs. And it's so cheap. I was like, I'm doing this. I just need to get a staple gun. I need to paint the stairs, get a staple gun, and then go and get what I've seen, and I'll show you. And if it works, I'm a genius. I mean, I am a genius anyway. I always tell myself I'm a genius because I'm far from a genius, so I tell myself that I am. But if this works, it's guaranteed that I'm a genius. Anyway, today is nice and sunny, and I need to go down to the post office and pick up a parcel because I got something off Vinted for £3.50, and I'm over the moon about it because it's a Sabaton t-shirt. And I need to go down to the post office and pick it up. But I think my son is in our local little magazine thing for the town. So I need to have a look and see if they've got one of those in, and see if I can find him in there. But the bathroom's looking better. Look, that mat was in that £5 set, and I've got the other bit to it in the toilet. But it actually really goes in there, I think, doesn't it? That colour goes with the grey. Maybe I should venture along that sort of colour thing. I don't know. Because if I think about it too long, then I won't like it. This is how I get. And then I spend my evenings searching like small bathroom inspo ideas. And then it pops up with all these different things, which leads me on to, I quite like a French bathroom. So then I start delving into a long road of a French bathroom. And then I will get onto Italian style, and it just escalates. And then I'll go into Dunelm and I'll see all the beach and seaside stuff like shells and anchors and stuff, and I'm like, oh no, I want it like that now. That's how I want it. I don't want it like a French bathroom, and no, I don't want it like an Italian bathroom. I want a seaside bathroom. So it will change again next week. So there's no point in me actually setting myself up for it until I'm absolutely 100% sold. I think probably the best thing for me to do is go into Dunelm and buy all the seaside stuff, and then have it all ready to do it, because then I'll be excited to do it. So then once it's done, I can fall in love with it, because once I've bought it, there's no going back. I just need to decide on a colour theme for the wall. So I'm thinking, if I do go for the seaside look, but I'm talking like rustic seaside. I'm not talking like blue and all that. Sandy colour. I've got it in my head. I need to just try and think of a paint. I wanted to get in here and have a sort out because it's become an absolute bomb site. So I need to sort out what's what. We've got so many shoes in here that don't match, where we've chucked shoes and then we've accidentally chucked a 13 and a 1 instead of the 13s. So I've got odd shoes as well. So I'm going through all that. I've just bought the boys a whole load of new school shoes. So yeah, whatever I find in here may as well just go, because it's ridiculous. I've got a big sack of stuff going to charity. So when I do go to the tip next, I've got that I can take to the clothes bank. But it's a little bit more organised. I've got a collection of paint going on there behind the iron, which some of it's like half full, some of them are brand new, and I just need to crack on with it really. But it's just one thing after the other, isn't it? You think, oh yeah, I'm going to crack on with that. Never say it out loud. Think it in your head, but don't say it out loud, because the second you say it out loud, something will come along and ruin it for you. But yes, look, there we go. Nice and tidy. Put Panzer's little toilet essentials down there, out the way. Yes, I wish I had somewhere to keep that ironing board, but I don't. It's a tiny little understairs cupboard. It's the only place I've got to put it. So that's where it shall live. But everything behind it is nice and tidy for now. There we go. So everything that's come out of there, I'm going to sort out and get it all piled up ready for me to take to the tip once the kids are back in school. I won't be doing it on Monday because it's Nick's birthday on Monday. So I'll probably take the old git to lunch or something, Treat him to a lunch, maybe, if he's lucky. Do something. I'm only joking. It'd be nice to do something because we rarely do anything together. So it'd be nice to have a bit of time to just, yeah. This is a carpet cleaner, fabric cleaner. So I'm going to use that on the sofa very, very soon. I'm just going to pop it into the kitchen for now because I think Nick needs it. He's down in the summer house. So I'll pop it there. He can come and collect it. And then I'll be nabbing that off him again later because I really, really want to do the sofas. And I'm going to give the hallway a nice quick hoover over. I didn't get a chance to go through that bag. That's something I'm probably going to do tonight when everyone's in bed because I've brought so much school uniform. I've spent an absolute fortune. A fortune on school uniform. It's insane, the prices. School blazer, 40 quid. I've got 2 in that school, soon to be 3. It's 40 quid a blazer. And then you've got £9 per tie. And they're clip-on ones that you have to clip on. Yes, and then you've got to have the branded PE kits and all that as well. I think it's an absolute joke. The only thing you don't have branded is the shirts and trousers. But anyway, we'll finish this video as we started it. Getting out a black bin liner. That's how I started the video. Is it? Maybe. After I built the shelving, I think I did. I'm going to collect up all the recycling, take it out to the bin, look at the state of me. And then, look, I want to show you these before I leave. My little daffodils are coming out. I love them so much. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll sound better in my next one.